Hey guys, it's Maymay and welcome to another video. And today, per your request, Shannon is going to use her wood grain technique on a card to kind of talk you through this. We did this in fast motion on our Three's a Charm video. We'll link that video below if you want to watch this whole project made. But she wants to show you this as you guys asked that she would, and so we're going to do that today.
Hey guys, it's Shannon, and I'm going to show you how I made the wood grain. And I just got some white paper, and this is the textured paper, so you can see it's kind of got a little weave to it. It's hard to see on here, but once you ink drag it, you'll be able to tell. And I want for this card my strips to be 3/4 inches wide instead of the 1 inch like I did on the frame, so that I can make a little more gap to show a yellow that I've chosen to put behind it. So I'm going to cut me a piece out. And to know how wide you need, you're going to need to know what die or how you're going to cut it out with. I use this oval die, so I know that I need my strips to at least cover about 4 inches. So I'm going to cut a piece just to give me a little extra that is 4 1/4 by, let's see how wide this guy is. About 5. So I'm going to do about 5 1/2. So he is 4 1/4 by 5 1/2. And then I want my strips to be 3/4 of an inch. So I'm going to go on and cut all my strips out. All right. So now all I'm going to do is lay them out. And I want to have a little bit wider of a gap this time. And your gap doesn't have to be exactly the same on each piece. It's gonna like mimic wood. So this is just a rough to see how many I need to ink drag. And I'm gonna need all 5 of them. So I'm going to use the Lost Shadow Distress Ink. And this is super easy. Get my sleeve pulled up. All you're gonna do, and since this is the glass mat, I'm not going to put anything under it. I can clean it off. Is just drag it down. And you can turn it. And just drag through. And it makes it look like wood. And I don't try to do all of them exactly the same, because none of your wood flooring or walls would be the same. And you just want to lightly drag too, so you don't get a solid gray piece. If you do press a little harder, it will put a darker line across the side. So see, like that. And then turn it. And our last one. All right. So that is what it looks like dragged. Now let me pick all these up and clean this ink off so we don't make a mess. All right. Now that I have all of the pieces with the ink on them, we're going to space it back out, and I'm going to use some yellow tape to hook them all together so we can run it through our die cutting machine. And make sure when you go to put your yellow tape on, you don't do it on the bottom where it might get cut off, because then when your die comes apart, you'll lose your shape. And I didn't tear a long enough piece. All right. I'm going to use the oval from the postage stamp die set, and I'm going to tape it as well so it doesn't move in the machine. All right. Once you run it through the die cutting machine, this is what it will look like. So I leave this piece taped up for now, and there you go. Earlier, I cut a yellow piece, the same size die, and now all I'm going to do is glue this on to here, and then it will leave it up. So since you taped across the front, all you have to do is flip it over. In the video, I taped it across the back, which is a mistake. Always tape it across the front, then you can glue it all down at one time. Otherwise, you have to like place them and make sure you get them all right on the oval or square. You can do it with any shape. It doesn't matter the shape. Just glue it down real quick. See if we can get it all lined up. All right. Now all you have to do is gently peel your tape off. And it's okay if it peels. You can see it's peeling a little bit of my paper. It's just going to give it a little weathered look. No big deal. All right. So now we have our yellow background with the wood on top. And I'll show you what I did for the rest of this card. I just have a normal, regular card base. And I cut a piece of gray that I'm going to glue to the front. And Tamitha will have all the measurements for this in the description below. And then I used the postage edge rectangle for the next layer, and I'm just going to glue it down. And then I want to prop this up with some foam. I love these little foam squares. All right. Stand this up so I can center it. And for the focal point in the front, I used the Flourishing Hope and colored the cross with colored pencil. And I'm just going to prop it right here in the middle. I'm actually just going to glue it straight down. I like it straight down. All right, guys. And that is how I did the wood grain background.
And there you go, guys. Didn't she do an awesome job? I think that is a gorgeous card. Perfect for Easter, just in time for Easter as well. Can you imagine the possibilities with this? I can see doing this and making a little basket, like a paper basket, and have this as the texture. All right, you know what to do. Hit that red button and subscribe. Give Shannon a big thumbs up. She'll love to see that you guys enjoyed her card making. And until next time, bye now.